Anglers Extra.
Welcome back to the Anglers Extra pregame show. It's time for the Manager's Show. As always, I'm joined by John Schiffner this year, sponsored by Chatham Bakery. Nice. I don't know when that's going to get old for you.
Oh, no. I haven't been there in a while. I've been there since in the winter, but the apple fritters, they're to die for. Cup of coffee and a fritter and paper, I'm a happy guy.
They're pretty good. But back to baseball. We're standing on Veterans Field.
Back to baseball.
I'd love to talk about fritters too. I just think that most people, hopefully, they're tuning in for the baseball. Maybe it's our food knowledge, but we'll see. But we're back on Veterans Field. For the first time this season. I know you love this place. What is this that you like about Veterans Field so much?
It's just a great venue. I think it's just a fabulous venue. The fans are right on top of you. You look off to your left or your right. You see a dad playing catch with his son. You look out on the hillside, people on blankets, maybe even barbecuing every once in a while. I mean, it's just a fantastic venue to watch a baseball game. It's it's been my summer home for many, many years. Of course, it's very close to my heart, but it's a very special place. It was special when I was a player. When I first came here, you always wanted to go over to Chatham and play. It was just a neat place, and the crowd's great. That's a great place.
Yeah, you talk about it being your home for so many years, but do you still, feel something special at the beginning of every season here?
Oh gosh, yeah, I mean, it's something special. I tell people, people are sick of me saying that I think I have one of the 10 best jobs in amateur baseball, and I really wink and go, yeah, I got the best one because I'm in Chatham. I mean, it's exciting to be here. It's you're the envy of a lot of people being the coach of this team or being a player in this team. I mean, one of our guys, Redmond, told his brother who played at Falmouth, when we called him to give him his contract, he said, "Thank you, coach." And he told me the story of how he called his brother, who's in pro baseball right now. He told his brother, "Hey, guess what? I'm going to the Cape League." And the first thing his brother said, "I hope it's not Chatham because I'll be upset." So, that's a great compliment for everybody involved that this is a place to be. And, I'm so grateful to be here.
Speaking of brothers, on this team, you actually have 4 guys whose older brothers played for you. So what's that experience been like coaching their younger brothers this year?
Makes me feel old. It's great. I mean, it's, that's what this is all about. It's all about opportunities. It's all about friendships. It's all about loyalty. And I am, thoroughly excited to do that.
Is that kind of part of the Chatham experience too, getting to play at the same place as your brother maybe?
Well, I mean, I'm sure we've missed a few along the way, but we certainly want to take care of them. And if they're worthy, and they are, and that's fantastic. It is part of the Chatham experience and what we try to promote here. And, it's a special place. And I really tell these guys that, when you leave here, it might not hit you for a few more years, but when you really sit down and think about it down the road, it was a special experience. And, why don't you want your brother to come here or a sister to come here and be an intern, or your family to come back and visit, or you come back and visit, And I think the thing that tells the story the most is that 5 of my ex-players have come back here and they're not from here to get married. That means an awful lot, not only to me, but it has to mean something to the community. The kids will think in those terms.
Going back to game 1 now, you guys won 4-0. You had 11 hits, 4 runs in the game. You shut out the Wareham Gatemen. What were your impressions from that game?
I thought we played solid. It was a solid baseball game. The pitching staff was excellent. We only walked 3 guys. A lot of strikes were thrown. We had solid defense. I don't believe we made an error. If we did, it was insignificant. Solid contact. We did not strike out a lot, which is really important early on. The big thing is to make contact, put the ball in play, and go. And at this point, I mean, that game, and we did all of those things well. And it's a different game tonight, different team tonight, different pitcher. But there were good signs for me.
Yeah, it seemed like you guys hit a lot of line drives. That's something that the coaching staff talks to guys, especially coming to the Cape League and with wood bats.
You have to. I mean, you don't help yourself out hitting fly balls, and you don't help yourself striking out. Put the ball in play, shorten up your swing, get used to the wooden bat. And right now, for that game, they did that. Now, it's always a new day today, but I watch batting practice, and, there's a lot of guys who have really worked on their hitting, really working on solid contact, driving the ball into gaps, putting the ball, on the line. So it's good. Things are good.
Seems like you guys have a deep lineup this year. Tonight you have Josh Eldridge batting 7th, and he had 6 home runs for Old Dominion. I know it's early, but is that something that you're sensing from your hitters?
Well, it's not as you got to get him out there. Right now, we're not sure who's going to fit where, because we're facing a left-handed pitcher. Why don't you put him down in the order a little bit? But we had pick ahead of him a couple notches, so we try to split them up so you don't have lefties, back to back. You don't want the other lefty to dominate them. But it's the Cape League. It doesn't matter where you hit as long as you're in the lineup, and like somebody once said, after the first time around, who cares? So it's just it just worked out that way. But we're trying to get all these guys in. It's my obligation to get them to give them a chance to play, let them shine. And so we're going to move guys in and out. That's the beauty of and it's what we've tried to do the last several years, is to get guys who play multiple positions. Josh, for example, can play all 3 outfield positions. Prigantano can do the same. He can come in and play first base. Sheehan can do the same thing. Redmond can play first. Siddell can play third. You just go around the team, and so we're deep. And we got my job and the coaching staff's job is to keep them improving and get them in the lineup and keep everybody happy.
Certainly seems like you have a deep and versatile team this year. Thanks a lot, Ship.
No problem. Thank you.
That was the Manager's Show on the Anglers Extra pregame show, sponsored by Chatham Bakery. We're sending it back up to the broadcast booth. Here's Keith Zubrow.